All right, everyone, welcome back to the series on why can't I lose weight? Deep diving into weight gain, weight loss resistance. And again, if you have not watched the previous 7 videos, go back and watch them because this is video number 8. Now, my goal behind this is to really dive into specific reasons why you may be struggling getting to and keeping the right healthy result for you. Now, you may not have all of them, right? You may not have all of these things that I've gone through so far, but you might have some of them. You might have some things where you're like, ooh, thyroid, yes, that sounds like it could be me. Inflammation, oh no, I think that's it too. Absolutely. This is why when we address these issues as a whole, we're not leaving anything out. We are not missing anything. You are not leaving anything to chance. We are understanding exactly what's going on with your system and developing the right customized, tailored plan for you moving forward so that you get the right results. And you stop struggling. Stop fighting against your system. Stop trying, expecting it to have a specific result that it's not set up to have right now because there's something underlying going on, like a hormone issue, like testosterone. Yes, so that's what we're going to dive into. I'm Dr. Beth Westy, women's health and hormone expert, author of the books The Female Fat Solution and The Female Menopause Solution. These you can find right on Amazon, where I talk about how to eat for your hormones. I'm also host of the podcast, The Female Health Solution, and you can subscribe to that as well as subscribe to this YouTube channel to make sure that you will stay updated on all the videos I have coming out, educating you on how to learn more about your body physiology and how to align your nutrition, exercise, lifestyle with that. So let's dive in and talk about testosterone. You might be surprised to say, oh, isn't this a male hormone? Isn't testosterone a male hormone? Yes, it's the primary male hormone, but might be surprising to learn that females, women, also have a little bit of testosterone too. Yes, not a ton, right? But naturally, you will have some testosterone. Now, testosterone is an androgen. And when we talk about certain things like PCOS, there are different types of PCOS, 4 different types actually. Some types of PCOS actually have increased amounts of testosterone or androgen that can create some of these issues that we're talking about here, right? Yes. So this first thing when we talk about testosterone, understand that you need to have a certain amount in your body for your age, for overall health, and it's important that you have that present. How do we test for it? We use a Dutch test, a dried urine test for comprehensive hormones. And in the Female Hormone Solution program, it's actually included in that program to make sure that we are assessing your hormones, exactly where they're at, and making the right decisions moving forward for a specific plan for you so you get the right results and that we're not missing something like this, right? I'm going to share with you something that I just went through with somebody where she was absolutely livid to learn that her testosterone levels were really low when she'd been going to the gym for months. For months. Like, it was like 9 or 10 months, 5 days a week. Hadn't missed. And she hadn't gained any muscle and hadn't seen any real result other than she felt like, oh, I can run a mile easier. Yes, I feel like I'm getting in shape, but I don't look like I'm getting in shape. Why is that? Well, when we looked at her Dutch test, this is one of the reasons why. So for the female body, now remember, I'm talking about the female body here. When we talk about having increased levels of testosterone, it leads to insulin resistance. And I've done other videos on insulin resistance and how that leads to weight gain and weight loss resistance. But essentially, with insulin resistance, your body's not utilizing the energy properly from the food that you're eating, and it's just causing more storage. Great. Great. Not what we want. But this also goes along again with certain types of PCOS. And actually some gals with endometriosis will even struggle with things like this too and have increased levels of testosterone. Endometriosis, adenomyosis, and fibroids. There's a certain percentage of gals with those that will also struggle with this specific thing right here. So if we identify this on your Dutch report, we know to target this specifically because this is not something that you can just outrun. Yeah. when we talk about lower levels of testosterone, and lower levels of testosterone for where they should be for your body, for your age, for your overall health, things like that. I actually see this a lot from gals who have thyroid issues, who have a history of being on birth control for a real long period of time, things like that. Adrenal issues, adrenal insufficiency, that's another one. We will see lower levels than normal. You might be thinking, well, what's the big deal? I don't really use that much of it anyway. Is it really that necessary? It sure is. It sure is. If you have lower levels of testosterone, your body's actually just going to increase its fat mass. Overall, just in general, your body will be more likely to hold more adipose tissue. It will increase fat mass, and here's the other thing, it will decrease muscle mass. There's two main things that help the female body build and maintain lean muscle really well. It's estrogen and testosterone. And when gals go through perimenopause into menopause, and that estrogen drops naturally, which it should, the thing that's left that helps you with that muscle mass is testosterone. And if your testosterone is shot because you have been under stress for a long period of time or spent over a decade on some type of birth control and that impacted, or, things like that, I don't care how much protein you're eating. I don't care how heavy you're trying to lift. You're not going to be able to make those gains like you normally would if you had the right kind of testosterone, the right amount in your system for what it should be. You're going to lose muscle mass and you're going to gain fat mass. So this is like that gal who was going to the gym, working out like crazy, doing all this strength training and not having any gains happen. She did not have enough testosterone. So we had to do some specific things, make some specific recommendations for her to help her with that. It was amazing. It didn't happen overnight, of course, but about 6 to 8 weeks later, she noticed whoa, I can see my muscles responding here. She's like, my shirts, she's like, I feel a little bigger, she's like, I do feel bigger in some of my clothes, but she's like, I'm so much stronger already. That's a big thing. The other thing I'm going to mention here when we talk about testosterone is libido. Testosterone will also impact your libido. It will also impact your facial hair, body hair, acne, things like that. So make sure if you have issues with those as well, and again, those aren't directly correlated necessarily with weight gain, weight loss, which is why I'm not diving into those things here right now in this video. But I just want you to be aware that there are other symptoms present besides this that are correlated with your testosterone that can be an issue. So make sure you go below this video, click the link, get on the wait list for the next Female Hormone Solution program, because we can target this for you specifically and make sure we're making the right steps and that this isn't something going on that you don't know about and are just hoping it gets better. So that's what I got for you today. Let me know if there's any other questions. You can always comment. I do read the comments. I do respond to the comments. Of course, if you're not comfortable commenting, do not hesitate to reach out to me privately. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have in an email.